Alright, are we finally live? A lot of issues. Here with another item shop update, showing you guys what's in the item shop for today. Again, I still have no clue why we're having so many issues with stream today. It's not like we're doing anything insane. But we're just going to give you thoughts and opinions on everything that's in the item shop today. So if you guys have any different thoughts and opinions, by all means you guys can comment down below or join the Discord. Link is in the description of this video. So we're going to go ahead, separate the feature from the daily, and start off with Airhead here. Now it's really weird. It says it's introduced in Season 9, but it's a new skin. The quality is bad. Yeah, the quality right now is kind of bad just because I have no clue what is going on with the connection to the stream, but this is what we have to deal with for the moment. Anywho, this is the Airhead. Why is it that much? First of all, it's 1,200 for a balloon guy, which I think looks it looks okay. It's not bad by all means, but for that price you might as well just slap a back bling on this thing. I'm pretty sure this needs to be updated, because how can it be a new skin and yet also be introduced in Season 9? Maybe it was put into the files and everything since Season 9 and then they decided today was the day to release it. I'm not sure, but I mean, it's here, you know. Not a bad skin. I mean, it doesn't look the best out of all of them. Oh look, internet quality is not the best. I like how it's going to show you guys that, but Anyway, we're gonna go on to the next one. This is the plastic patroller. Now, I actually kind of like these because I used to grow up playing with these little like toy soldiers, and it's cool because these are, well, basically that. These are the toy soldiers that come in 3 different colors. You got the green, you got the red, and you got the gray. Now, this skin did get an update. I think shortly after. I don't know about shortly after, but definitely while the skin was out for a bit. It did get an update where you could see these little dirty scuff marks all over the character, because a lot of people would go into the game using the green skin color tone and try to blend in with, you know, the darker, when it gets to like nighttime or something, they'll try to blend in with the grass, and that was kind of one of the things that really messed it up for a lot of people. So they decided to sort of balance it out. They would make scuff marks all over, which in a way does make sense. I think, you know, you'd use them in like dirt and sand, but also they gave you a red variant, which obviously stands out way more than the gray and the green if you're in a dark green field. And of course I had to get the toy trooper. Again, it's my favorite default, and then the fact that it's just this plastic, this toy look for the character, I think it works pretty gosh darn well, to be honest. Now this here is actually not a bad deal. I'm going to contemplate on this one, because for 400 V-Bucks you're going to get the green, the gray, and the red plastic toy wraps for, you know, your weapons, your vehicles, and everything. And I think that's a fair price. 400 for these really basic looking, well, I don't know about, it is basic, but it's not bad. You know, we've seen wraps go for like 500 a piece, sometimes even more than that, so this is definitely like a deal. Alright, so this one, for you who don't know, for all of you who don't know, is the Mecha Team Leader. Now, I like the Mecha Team Leader. I was there for the event. 1,600, a little weird, but I guess I understand. I mean, built-in emote, right? Ooh, look at that. Built-in emote, 2 different colors, right? You got the regular, and then you got the chrome, I guess, or just metal. Again, personally, I just really like this one. I'm a fan of the whole like idea of this being like Megazord. There you go. I don't know why I had a hard time thinking of that, but this, I just really love seeing that. It reminds me a lot of Megazord. I grew up with Power Rangers, and now just seeing that we have an in-game skins kind of working together and acting sort of as the same thing really makes me happy, and I really like it. I do use this skin from time to time. I know a lot of people say like it's a regrettable skin or something, but honestly I think it's actually a really awesome one. Mecha Team, so this is literally kind of just the same thing, but if you were to set it as a wrap, they just have, you know, Drift, Beef Boss, Tomato Head, and then you have it ending with Cuddle Team Leader, and then the green being the what's his face, Rex. There you go. Now this is cool, I don't mind. It's not really anything like crazy by all means, but this little like blue thing or white, I don't know what this is, but the power, I guess, that goes through it is just more like a reference to the power that the mech uses when you were there for the event, which again, you guys can check that out on my channel, the Zabin Project, because that's where I put up all the events that I'm able to attend to. So that's just really what that is, and I think that is pretty cool. It's a nice little touch. They probably didn't need it, but it's nice. And then of course, the freaking combo cleaver, aka the pickaxe. I think this is actually pretty cool because when the skin initially came out, this wasn't available. They hid this until after the event, and that was a way to like show you guys, or like more excitement. Like you would get the skin or whatever, and then the mech would pull out the sword, and it would use the sword as a weapon, defeat the monster, and then you would go back into the item shop, and it's like, well, now you can get it. It was awesome. Like, I really loved that a lot. So the fact that they have it as, and it's a cool looking sword. I kind of wish it had some energy on it. Well, I mean, when you hit, I guess it has some energy to it, but I wish it had like some type of glowing effect, kind of like it did in the event. But hey, I mean, regardless, it's still awesome. I love the idea that the whole time this statue that we were passing by in Neo Tilted was actually a sword for the mech the whole time. Like, that was such a smart, clever idea that honestly I love what they did there. For the daily, surprisingly, we only got 2 skins. We still have 3 emotes. That always seems to be like usual these days, and a pickaxe. So we're gonna start off with Musha, or is it Musha? Now this one is definitely like the one that we've seen before, where it is a samurai in blue and gold, and the different styles being without the mask and without helmet and mask. I'd still go with the girl though. Just saying, in my opinion, I'd probably go with the girl just because I'm a little more satisfied with her styles, like in terms of like the head and whatnot. But that's pretty cool. I thought that the guy only had, there was like the one that was out at the time when the girl was available. I can't remember the name of the guy, but I thought his was the only thing available, but I guess not. So the fact that this one's available is pretty cool. I genuinely like that they have another one here for it. But honestly, I think hers was a bit better just because I feel like this is just really ugly. I can't, like, I don't know. Well, then again, you gotta think, like, you're working from the back, right? But I just feel like this is just really ugly. Just saying. Jungle Scout. Okay, default. Favorite default too. Dirty. Why? Well, you're in the jungle, right? Jungle Scout. Alright. This one isn't bad. I mean, again, it's my favorite, so I kind of had to put biasness aside here. The colors isn't too bad. You get the brown, you got the green, and you got this orangey yellow going through. And then, of course, you got like all this dirt on the arms and stuff. This actually kind of, if you, I was gonna say it kind of works well if you use this skin and just, you know, in the theme of it all, were to land at the Wailing Woods. It is called Wailing Woods, right? Land there with this skin, and by all means, it'll fit perfect. But you know, it just kind of is what it is, because it's the same thing as like the Bandolier, Bonlet. You know, it was kind of the swampy area. There is a swampy area, so variety, I guess. But it isn't too bad. It's not a bad looking default skin. Oh, right. We got, wait. This seems very familiar. Skull and Bows. This is a part of the I forgot the name of the skin, but I just remember this and the Skull and Bow name for some reason. But that pickaxe, I remember what set it goes to. I think Spooky actually has the skin that belongs in this set. It's not a bad looking skin. Honestly, the Shadow series, I don't even have a single thing in the Shadow series. But it would be so cool for them to continue doing, you know, working on like the Shadow series or whatever, and then just seeing what they can possibly do. Because honestly, the black and like the vibrant, like bright white, you know, since they like complement one another, honestly, it's just really amazing. So I feel like this is not a bad looking pickaxe. I think, you know, just because it's in the theme or in the set of Skulls and Bones, or Skull and Bows, sorry. You know, you need to have this, but honestly, if you took this off, it still would have been a nice pickaxe. I'm just thinking that this is just kind of, you know what I mean? Like, it could have gone without it. Lastly, we have 3 emotes. Obviously, I'm going to start off with the one I have, which is Have a Seat. I mean, it's as simple as that. You're just having a seat. You're sitting down, not really doing much. Oh, and of course you gotta look at its time. But that's really it. This emote is just, you know, you sitting down. It's just pull up a chair and relax. Impatience. I use this emote every time in an event, honestly. Just because it's like, oh man, I hate having to wait and blah, blah, blah. And that's pretty much it, honestly. Next, we got two other ones. I'm going to go with Billy Bounce next. This emote comes out every month. How many people buy it? I have no clue. Honestly, I swear, this is like some other skins that we've seen. This is like an emote that it will constantly, I feel like will constantly always come back like at least once, twice, at most like 3 times a month. And it's kind of annoying because, you know, you want to see like other emotes and stuff, but it's there. I guess that's the best way of saying it. Like, it's available. I personally just don't want this. Ugh. Like, there's nothing really wrong with it, by all means. Like, if I had it, I'd use it once in a while. But there are better emotes than this. And then lastly, you got Kneeslapper. Woo! I love that. Not gonna lie. See, what makes this good to me? Music. Music sounds great. I actually love the way that it sounds. And in the emote itself, I mean, it's a little goofy. And if you know me very well, I tend to lean towards the goofiness out of all things. In fact, it almost looks... Okay, if he didn't do that part, it almost looks like you could have made a traversal. But, I love it. Alright, so I got my final thoughts here. Some people might not like it. Again, everybody's thoughts and opinions are very different. So again, take mine with a grain of salt. And, you know, let's respect each other's opinions here. So, in the featured, personally, Mecha Team Leader. Again, I've grown up with, you know, like Power Rangers, and I just love the fact that, like, this is that. This is the Fortnite version of Megazord. You got the Cuddle Team Leader with the Rex, Drift, Beef Boss, and Tomato Head, you know, just like all the Rangers, red, blue, green, yellow, pink. Like, that's what I personally like. I would say second, in my opinion, would be the Toy Trooper and the Plastic Patroller. I thought they were both toys. Well, they are toys, but that would be second place, in my opinion. Just because they're toys. Again, I think my childhood is sort of stealing the show here, because Power Rangers, toys that I used to play with, Airhead, honestly, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Airhead. I kind of like that's a little bit goofy. I just think it looks a bit weird, and it's 1,200 with no back bling, which I think is kind of disappointing. No alternate colors, by all means, so, I mean, it's okay. I think it's an okay skin. It's not like, it doesn't pique my interest in any ways, but it's not like the worst, you know? So literally this time it's going right to left. Usually we do like left to right, but this time it's right to left. That's pretty interesting. And then, of course, obviously, for the Toy Soldier wraps, definitely worth it. I mean, I don't know if they're really pay to win, honestly, because they made it stand out a lot more with the stains. I feel like I've noticed them a lot more recently. Whenever I see people using, in fact, I don't think anybody really uses these skins anymore. Alright, anyway, daily now. My opinion, I think there's two different things that are two different ways, I should say, of seeing this, because I think Musha looks a lot better. I like the blue and the gold, and I feel like he just stands out more than Jungle Scout, but Jungle Scout's at least an affordable price. Like, this is 800 V-Bucks. But Musha, you know, you sort of have these alternate styles. Like, I would probably play with this one more. I just don't like the mask itself right here. I think it's kind of ugly and I really don't like it. And then you see this and I'm just kind of like, the hair throws me off a little bit. So I feel like this would be the one I would choose. But again, like, I really like the colors of blue and gold for the samurai. And of course there's a female version. Again, I thought the female was going to be very different from the male. I don't know why I feel like I've seen this in just red and gold, but turns out that was just a completely different skin in general. So I think Musha stands out more than Jungle, but if you want an affordable skin, by all means, I would say go with this one. I would definitely do this though. Stark Splitter, I think not too bad. I don't have anything in the Shadow series, but I like the Shadow series just because the blue, I almost said the blue, the black and the white really stand out with one another and they complement each other. I think it does. And then lastly, in my opinion, for the emotes, I think I'm going to go Kneeslapper number 1. Again, the music is just really great. I love the music. Between Billy Bounce and Have a Seat, I would go with Have a Seat just because of the fact that it's something, just personally, I do use, right? Sure, it may be for, you know, waiting for events or just simply going into like Party Royale or something. You know, I use Have a Seat quite often. Billy Bounce, there's nothing wrong with it. I think Billy Bounce isn't that bad. It's a traversal emote, 500 V-Bucks, that's fair. Just personally, I don't know. I just don't think it's my style. Again, like if I had it, by all means, awesome. I'd use it every once in a while, but I just don't think it's really my style. Like, I could probably find a skin that goes with it, and I'd be like, dude, why didn't I get the emote? But that's just kind of how I see it at the moment. So anyway, that's everything in the item shop. Again, if you guys have different thoughts and opinions, maybe you want to agree or say something, we have a comment section down below, so please let me know. And we also have a Discord link, so if you want to take a step further, maybe be more direct with your thoughts and opinions on these things, you can do that. You can join the Discord, message us, be more direct. By all means, everybody, you know, be respectful of another, you know, one another's opinions. Don't bash on each other just because somebody likes a skin more than you do, or vice versa. And yeah. So that is all for today. Thank you guys for watching if you actually did. Like and subscribe. We're only 7 subscribers away from reaching 100, which is pretty dang insane. Pretty dang insane? Does that sound right? I don't know if it does. But anywho, I'm going to start heading to bed. It's pretty late. See you guys next time. As always, please stay kind and stay healthy.